You're probably not going to believe me when I tell you this, but I found a grand piano in someone's trash on garbage day. You're going to want to close your eyes for the next part of the video. What you're about to see is raw footage from a garbage day. I found this piano. It had been rained on heavily, with heavy rain for days, and the keys wouldn't press because they were all swelled up. And the key cover wasn't even closed while it was being rained on. So the wooden keys were really swelled up. So I did what any sane person would do, and I carried it home. And now you'll see some of the things I did to try to fix it. So first what I did is I took all the keys off. After trying to let it dry for a few days without much success, I took all the keys off and I lined them up on my porch. They're numbered, so they're easier to see where they go, although some of the numbers are messed up. So I put them on my porch on a sunny day that wasn't raining, like this. And one of the keys was cracked, so I had to glue it with Elmer's school glue and put a vise on it with plastic wrap between the key and the vise so that it wouldn't stick to the vise. And after a day or so, I took it off and it was fixed, mostly, more or less. It's good enough. It works. But there is a little dent in it. There. So I let the keys dry on my porch in the sun, and they kind of got better, but sometimes they would stick. And I found out that there was like a felt underneath. There's a hole there, and sometimes the wood was too close together or something, or maybe it's not lining up on the pin right or something, or something happened with the felt to make it thicker. So I take this rusty nail, stick it in the hole, and hit with the nail until it gets fixed. Just moving it back and forth and around. Like that. Another thing that I found out works just as well is to press it down and then, hold the key down and then press it in while shifting it right and left to widen the hole also. And you can see that now that one doesn't stick anymore. So there's the keys that all weren't working, that were staying pressed down when I press them. And so I had to fix every key, and some of the times the felt was torn off or whatever. The felt was messed up, and I had to glue it back on, the little felt in the hole. Also, another thing, sometimes the keys were too close together. Like these keys here are too close together. They're running into each other because I guess they bent a little bit from being swelled up. Those are the keys in the middle that are the worst. So I put stuff in between them, folded up pieces of cardboard and paper to widen them for about 24 hours to press them apart better. And stuff like that. Yeah. So, pretty much all the keys are working pretty well now. The keyboard still won't slide. I can't slide up and down the keyboard. But each key works individually well enough, mostly. So, next I'm going to be probably tuning it and trying to get the keys more better if I can. So, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all the other things, the tuning and other things in my virtuoso performance, where I'm going to play like a sonata or some shit. You're going to want to be subscribed for that. And make sure you give a thumbs up for carrying home a piano. You probably can't do that, so you should give me a thumbs up for doing it. Also, I had a dolly, but don't tell anyone.